Hi there, Russel Stratton, President and Leadership Champion with Bluegem Learning. I work with organisations just like yours to help managers improve individual and team performance and drive up business results. One of the common issues that clients of mine have with their management teams is people having problems dealing with those difficult workplace conversations. Too often than not, managers, through a lack of confidence or lack of a trusted process, avoid having those difficult conversations with employees in their teams. And the content of these conversations can be on anything, whether it's about underperformance, poor attendance, or just behaviour that isn't conducive in the workplace. So what I've done with them is put together a model for them that is simple and easy to use, that they can structure their conversation, have some preparation beforehand, so that when they sit down with the individual, that conversation is a lot smoother, a lot easier to do, and has a positive impact. So I'd like just to talk through that with you now. It's called the B.E.E.F model. So it's 4 stages in terms of forming our conversation. And the first is for the B, behaviour. Are we able to be really crystal clear with the individual what it is about their behaviour, what they're doing or not doing that's causing the problem? If it's somebody that's being late attendance, are we really clear about that's the issue? If it's about an aspect of their performance, perhaps they're not completing their work on time, we're really clear that that's the behaviour that's causing the problem. Okay, second thing we're focusing on is having clear examples. Now, we don't need a long list, but we need 2 or 3 very clear examples that we can give to somebody that's going to show this is when this has happened. So I'm thinking in this way that we can get there in terms of times and dates and a short explanation of when the incident occurred. Third part of our model is E, and this is the sort of secret sauce. It's the effect that their behaviour is having on other people in the team and the organisation and customers wider. Why this is important is people can often rationalise away their behaviour. Oh, well, this was because of X, Y, or Z. This is why I was doing this on this particular occasion. But what they can't do is rationalise away the effect, their behaviour, and what it's having on the people that they work with or the customers that you have. So for example, go back to attendance. We have a member of your team that always comes in 10 to 15 minutes late. Not too much a big deal. My bus was late, I didn't catch my train, my car didn't start, whatever the excuse may be. But the effect that it has is that their co-worker, John, always leaves work late and then has to go and pick up their kids from daycare and is always faced with additional charges. That's the effect. The effect they can't argue with. There are reasons for why they were late. Well, they'll come up with whatever excuse that they can think of. So having the effect clear as to what that means for the team is important. To give a second example with that, perhaps it's somebody who hasn't produced their report on time. What was the effect that it had? Well, you sat in a management meeting with the VP operations, and when they asked you for the update, you couldn't give it to them, or you had to waffle around what the problem was because you didn't have that information that your team member was supposed to have done for you. Again, as you can see, the effect serious, and it's something that they can't argue that didn't happen. Our last part of our conversation is about the future. What do we want to see that's changing going forward? What is that person going to be doing differently that's going to solve the problem that we have? Don't leave that conversation until you've made sure you've locked that down. Okay, so just to recap, folks, preparing for your conversation with a team member, make sure that we know that we've got what the behaviour is that's causing the issue, we've got examples that will illustrate it, we can tell them what the effect it is that's having on others, and we've got clear about what future we want in terms of their change in behaviour. Okay, that's it. If you like that information, share with others, click on the button below to subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.